I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Dhamma. Let's go through the geography of India briefly. India, the Indian subcontinent, is a peninsular continent and is in the north protected by two major mountain ranges. In the east is the Himalaya, and which separates India from China. And in the west, there's another mountain range, which separates India from the Central Asia and Middle East. Except there is a very important mountain pass, the Kappa Pass, which is a very important strategic pass. And the history of India is heavily influenced by this mountain pass. In the early Indian civilization, after the Iranian introduced into India, there were 16 different city-states, and Buddha is born in one of these states. These 16 states later combined into 4 major ones, and the Buddha spent most of his life into one of them. And this is where the Buddha spent most of his time in this country, which is, at that time, the king was called Bimbasara and his son. Later on, there's also a very important empire called the Mura Empire. One of the kings is called the Ashoka king, and his empire is very big, which consists mostly the northern and the central India. And his significance in Buddhism is that he not only protects and promotes Buddhism within India, and he also promotes Buddhism outside India as well. And this is the time when Buddhism is introduced into China. And most of the time, India is divided into different parts, like northern, southern, eastern, or western India. So, when we talk about India, we have to understand India is not a unified empire in the ancient times. And this is the Buddha Gaya, where the Buddha is enlightened. And this is where he spoke the first sermon in the Deer Park. Later on, we also understand India is heavily influenced by the Islamic culture. And this is India in 1700, where most of the place is under the rule of Islamic sultan. And at the same time, the British and the other Europeans come into India, and the Iranian and the Indian culture is merged together and developed into a very wonderful and fascinating architecture and other culture. Later on, the British ruled India. At that time, the British India is very big, way bigger than present-day India. As we discussed before, it includes not only the present-day India, and include the Pakistan, part of the Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka, and even include Burma. So the British Empire in India is very big. So when we talk about India today, we have to be careful. Are we talking about India as a culture, or India as a nation, or as what time period we talk about India? And we have to be more specific. And this is the present day India, which is divided into many different states. So this is roughly the geography and history of India. I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Sangha, I take refuge in the Dhamma.